Installing OpenVINO without MuseHub. We're taking a look at how to install the OpenVINO AI-based plugins for Audacity without having to install the MuseHub software first, in this edition of Stuart's Audacity Tips. Like the last edition, this one is the stepping-off point for experimenting with AI-based plugins in Audacity, this time for Windows users. Share it around. Last time, we looked at installing the OpenVINO AI-based plugins on a Mac. I said there was a way to do the installation without having to install MuseHub first. We'll go over how to do that in a minute, after I make two things clear. First, this option is only available to Windows users. Muse Group, the principal maintainer of Audacity, has put together the Mac-based installer using their MuseHub software. That is the only way to install on a Mac at present. Second, this column should not be interpreted as any kind of protest against Muse Group or MuseHub. While I come down on the side of preferring solutions that don't require installation of other software just to install the desired software, I also recognize the fact that Muse has done a great deal of work to bring the OpenVINO plugins to the Mac platform. SAT is not a vehicle for discussing open software distribution issues, so let's get back to the technical stuff. To start, we need to download the OpenVINO installer for Windows. It's available at this URL. On that page, click the link below the download heading to download the file named audacity-win-3.7.1-r4.2-64-bit-openvino-ai-plugins.exe. Whew! Depending on when you read this, the version number might be different. The Downloads drop-down in the browser will show the download progress. Once done, you can use the Open File link to start the installation. If your browser doesn't show the Downloads drop-down, you can find the file in the Downloads folder. Double-click it to start the installation. The installer will first show a welcome dialog. Click Next. Then the license information will be shown. Click Next. Then the default location for the installation will be shown. You can change it if you like, or accept the default by clicking Next. The Select Models dialog allows you to select which AI plugins you want to install. Keep in mind that these plugins run locally and are fairly large in size. If you have limited drive space, only select the ones that you can use. The installer will then prepare the files it needs to perform the setup for the chosen models. And eventually we'll show the Ready to Install dialog with the details of what's being installed. This is your last chance to quit if you decide you don't want to do the installation. Click Install to start the actual installation of the plugins. The installer will show progress for each of the chosen plugins. Once the plugins have been installed, a dialog with information about how to find them in Audacity is displayed. And if you start Audacity and choose Plugin Manager from the Effect menu, or any of the other menus where it appears, you'll see the new plugins. Here, only the ones that are in the Effects category are shown. And that's it. You now have the OpenVINO AI-based plugins installed and ready to use. Now that everyone has a way to install the OpenVINO plugins, we'll take a look at a couple of the ones that I think might benefit voice actors most. Hope this helps. I'm Stuart.